thank you for joining us on Collection Wars today. Michael sent me on a very important errand. You guys know how Michael's been kind of getting larger and larger studio scale stuff for his house. So today he sent me on an errand to Anaheim to pick him up his life-size Millennium Falcon. And there it is, guys. I don't know how I'm gonna get it home to you, Michael. It's probably gonna have to go freight or something, but we'll figure it out. And thanks for joining us today, guys. And I have a lot of cool pictures and a lot of videos to show you guys, so I hope you enjoy. Thanks, guys. You like that?
Good job, bro. Dude,
Gotta pick up
man.
your life-size Millennium Falcon, since you've been going big with all of your latest adds to your
That's
collection.
right. So we can go ahead and break the news today about my 20,000 square foot warehouse that we're building behind this gallery. Oh man, how you doing, Gabe?
Good. Thank you for everybody for joining us. I know it's a little off, and May the 4th be with you, right?
May the 4th, yeah.
That's awesome. So
Yes.
Michael, I missed you, bud. We haven't.
I missed you too, brother. I missed everybody. I mean, it's like, golly, let's get back. I had a lot of people, saying, "Hey, where you guys at?" And we'll see you today,
Look at, I know we got Juan. He's saying he was here on Saturday, just kind of waiting, eating his dinner, and all of a sudden we weren't there. I'm sorry, Juan. I apologize. But yeah, my family and I got to go to Disneyland for the opening weekend this weekend. So we wanted to obviously take advantage of that. And then obviously with May the 4th, figured we would do a Tuesday show instead. Bring out the figure review. There you go. You gotta bring it out.
Oh, that's funny. I will. Hey, you know what's so crazy? I mean, it seems like every year May the 4th is just like in the last 5 years, right? Doesn't it seem like every year it's like getting
getting way bigger. Yeah.
And of course to Star Wars fans, it's getting close to like, Easter or Christmas or something.
Absolutely. It's pretty crazy. Like people were texting me like, "Oh, it's your day, Gabe." And I'm like, "Whoa, relax. Yeah, I like Star Wars, but relax."
Yeah. Same here.
We got Pete in the house. We got George, Juan, got Greg. Nice. Finally making the show live. Awesome. Great to have you, Greg. What's up, David?
That's awesome.
How you doing, David?
Look, there's George. What's up, George? I saw George there. I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah, George is here.
Yeah.
So Michael. So it's all exactly. It's all our day, right? Anyone that likes Star Wars, it is our day. So great to be here with you guys on a very special day. Although you know what, I actually like Revenge of the 5th better.
Oh,
tomorrow. It's like the dark side. You go, the Force, and then Revenge of the 5th.
That's funny. I've never heard of that actually.
You haven't heard of Revenge of the 5th?
No, I haven't.
Man.
Funny. You know what? It was funny. One of our watchers, Irish Kelly. Yeah, he made a good point today. I've been waiting for 2 years for this studio scale Slave One, and it was supposed to be here last week, and some issues arose where he had to go back and do some little details and whatnot, and then it was going to be here yesterday, and FedEx changed it for today, but guess what? It was meant to be May the 4th, so not bad to wait 2 years and get this on May the 4th. You know what I mean?
Perfect timing. I mean, really, that's such a cool piece, Michael. And I know you can't share too much about it, but what can you share?
Well, I can share obviously the fact that this thing is freaking huge. I mean, this thing. We are, as you know, we're going to be doing a video on this thing, but it's pretty heavy as well. But I mean, this thing is close to, I would say, if I had to guess, about 2.5 feet in length. So, I mean, the layers of paint that went on to build this thing, and Mike did a fantastic job on it. It's just
I mean,
And I haven't, I just got it up. I was trying to get it ready so, all of the viewers could watch it and see it tonight. But
yeah.
yeah, just the details, and I remember seeing this at Celebration,
Mhm.
and I couldn't believe because you're used to the Kenner
Yeah.
figure in there, and he's huge. But when you see the actual studio scale, I mean, this is the scale size they used in Empire Strikes Back. And when you see this thing, and then you see Boba Fett in there, and you see how small he is, and so it really gives a scale of the ship, and it's just freaking beautiful.
No, and even the detail that he put into the Boba Fett.
Yeah.
In
Oh
that,
yeah.
oh, it's pretty crazy.
I want to be clear that Steve Neeson and Mike Salzo worked their ass off to get all the archive footage and the details of this to make it so accurate. And if you're ever in a Disney at Launch Bay, you'll be able to see this piece. It's
Yeah.
it's a beautiful people that we're lucky enough to get the model hang on to it because they don't exist anymore. So
No, it's a beautiful piece, and I know obviously there's only so many out there, right, that exist, especially with that. With I lineage, yeah, absolutely. With that lineage and with those makers, that's crazy.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Ryan here's asking, you've never heard of Revenge of the Fifth?
I know. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry about that. And Juan, don't be jealous, bro. I mean, come on, dude. I want you guys to seriously know that every time I get something like this, I feel so grateful and thankful. I don't take any of this stuff for granted. That's why I want to share it with everybody. I want everybody to, experience it. And hell, if they're ever in Texas, come on down,
Well, speaking of all the news stations just went out to your house, right?
One more time.
Wait, weren't you on the news recently?
Yeah. Yeah, so we had a couple of them. We had CBS and ABC
Yeah.
out. And one thing that I learned being, on live TV is that I need to lose some weight, bro. I mean,
No.
I'm not even going to blame it on COVID. I'm going to bring it on that I like to eat. I like good food, and my wife's a damn good cook, so but yeah, man, it's something else. Yeah. Hey,
No,
Big Cat
man.
Pete, there he is.
We got it. Yeah, Big Pete saying the 5-footers next. And then
he's killing me with that. And
Left Coast Graphics is saying that his Kenner Boba Fett would look pretty good in that ship.
Yeah. Yeah, he would.
Hey Michael, but so here's the thing. Here's the thing about the weight. You don't have to worry about it. Me and you are both gonna get just so just chubby belly. So then the collection war t-shirt just makes a perfect, sphere. That way it's just on the belt. We're just gonna have to move the t-shirt logo down to the belly. It's
hey, look, there's no secrets between me and you and all of our viewers, right? So I'm not going to bullshit them. I want you guys to know that last week Gabe did not have his shirt on, and I had mine on. So I texted him tonight and I said, "Hey, don't forget your shirt." And you know what he said? Dude, I wore both of the shirts that I had at Disney. They're getting washed right now. I said, I don't care. They can't smell you. Wear it dirty. So, Gabe, let them all know that you're wearing a dirty shirt.
I had this really cool t-shirt that I got. It was a Star Wars t-shirt from Disneyland that I was so proud to wear all day. And then Michael straight up just checked me and he was just like, no, bro, go put on your Collection Wars shirt. I'm like, dang, all right. I will.
And you're doing it, dude. I'm proud of you.
Oh man. We got Pete's asking where you can get a shirt. So let me I'll give you guys two stories of that. So I set up a store so everybody could go purchase these, and this is where mine's from. So I set up a store and all that. And about a day later, they took it down because they said it was a copyright infringement. And I was like, wait a second. Well, no. Let me put on my lawyer hat here because it is absolutely not. I mean, unless they're talking about my name, because that's probably the only thing that's closely related to copyright infringement. But there's so many t-shirts out there with just the word Star Wars in it that it's kind of that's a lame excuse. So I think what they thought is that Mike's Death Star was such a perfect replica of the real thing that they thought it was the real thing. And it's not. This is Michael's Death Star. So that's why, and I specifically did the logo with Mike's Death Star because for copyright infringement reasons.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll probably set up another store, but then Michael made shirts as well, right? With your local printer.
I did. Yeah, I went and had some made, but absolutely. I'll tell you what, in the near future, we will have shirts and we're not going to have crap stuff that people don't want, but if there's something that you guys are interested in or looking for, we're all family and just let us know. But I'd say in the near future, we will have a store where we can get that stuff. And we'll have good pricing on them and they'll be definitely good quality shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. We got John Lil says, Michael,
love your display room. I'm in San Antonio and redoing my theater. Cool. Looking to go with a Death Star Destroyer. Yep. That's kind of what I went for. I want to do the Empire light panels. Absolutely. Do you have tips? Yeah. So there's a lot of I guess I went on YouTube and I just started looking up different panels and I end up seeing all my panels and it turned out fantastic. There's a lot of them. There's 8 different there's actually 12 different panels in the gallery, and they're backlit with LEDs and whatnot. But yeah, good deal.
And look at Michael. We got Stuart says May the 4th is just as nuts in New Zealand, but it's the 5th over there already.
Oh yeah.
To think about that, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. That's cool.
And then
what time it is there.
David says he wants a shirt.
No problem. What's
Ryan
up, David?
says he wants a shirt.
Okay.
Juan says he wants a shirt.
Okay.
Pete wants a shirt. So we're definitely gonna have to make some stuff.
Yeah. Because I can tell you right now, I've got maybe like 10 shirts right now, but I can. We'll get them going. We'll get them going ASAP, and the next show we'll kind of go over that topic.
Left Coast Graphics makes those really cool pins that I showed you guys last time. Remember the vintage figure pins? Let's see if I got one up here. He just released a new bat. Oh no, I took him upstairs. The Emperor and the Royal Guard, super cool. We got, hey Michael, it's Eddie saying hi.
Eddie, hey, so Eddie's who. By the way, Eddie, great job on besides shooting. I told you I wanted you to shoot from the chest up, not from the waist up, bro. You got me on a diet, going to be eating rice cakes for the next 5 months. But yeah, Eddie. So check this out. This is real quick. So Eddie, when they reached out, from the media place from KSAT 12, he's a member of the 501st. So
nice.
He's a stormtrooper. So he was excited to get the gig, and he came out here, and I had to kind of like, what are you doing? He's like, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's super cool. Thanks for joining, and thanks for subscribing to our show as well. We're gonna have to look for that footage and show it next week. Yeah. I don't know if we can do some cropping or something.
I'm gonna find it, Michael.
Oh no, it's already been taken off.
So May the 4th, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that was happening. I mean, it was chaos from the minute I woke up. There's already like new releases and limited edition things dropping left and right. I know a bunch of people picked up the chess set, right? And I think that was kind of the bigger drop for our community, right? Because as prop collectors and the life-size stuff, that's the biggest drop. It was the Regal Robot chess set, right? And it released today at 9 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was 12 o'clock.
12 years. Yeah. So, who else picked it up? Anyone here in the group? I know a couple of you guys picked it up, right?
The craziest thing why these people are chiming in that who got it. What's crazy is there was, I mean, even with Gabe and I, there was so much debate because look, this thing was not cheap. and you know, to be able to, you know, it's a big chew on, you gotta
Yeah.
really want this for that kind of money. And especially to know that, you're going to want the body slam. So when it's all said and
Right.
done, you're six grand in, so,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's crazy, and me and Gabe were talking earlier, and Gabe, you brought up a really good point, that how things like this, it just goes to show what's really going on in the Star Wars community right now, in the collecting world,
Mhm.
when it comes to the amount of money people are spending.
It is. It is. I always make this reference in my videos and in my TikToks and stuff like that about what back when Master Replicas was pumping out all of these replicas and all this Star Wars stuff. Like, it literally was considered kind of like the golden age of the prop replicas. But I
Yeah.
really do think that and I think Jason from Rogue One 6 and I had this conversation a little while back. He compared that phrase that I use with some of the stuff that Tom Spina is doing with Regal Robot. And after today, I agree. I definitely agree. I think it is a new era of prop collecting in Star Wars. The fact that people are willing to drop $5,000, right, on these because of the lineage, because of the accuracy, is very telling. And I think Regal Robot did kind of move the needle a little bit as far as not a little bit, a lot, as far as pricing, as far as quality. And I was surprised. I think a lot of people were surprised that they did sell out that quick. On the other hand, we weren't surprised either, because obviously, like, the lineage, the signatures and all that, but it was that price point. That price point was very, So I had a couple people here. David says he's surprised I bought it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of was a last minute decision, because I initially was only going to get the body slam set. I know Michael was going to pick this one up from the get go, but
yeah, the thing is, I was still very hesitant, like a few people out there, and it's crazy because once, it sold out with Tom. Sideshow still had it, and big bad boy. I always big bad boy.
Big bad
Yeah, I always
toy.
yeah. So they both had it, and they were a little bit more. They were a couple $100 more, but I knew a few people that were scrambling. But I think when people knew the sense of urgency that it was already sold out, it's like people wanted to buy it even if they really didn't want it. And I'm not going to lie, I'm one of those guys, and I'm still, gasping about the amount of money. I think there's no doubt that the quality, the craftsmanship, like you say, the lineage of the signatures, everything is awesome, but it's just a lot to swallow. And Gabe, you brought this up earlier, Tom's not going to be going down on his prices.
Right. No, and that's what I'm saying. I think it changed this world that we're in, right? This whole collecting world, as far as licensed replicas, because again, when I first started, you could buy some of these things for $200, $300. Now we're talking $5,000 is the most expensive replica price wise, like retail price wise, that I've seen. I can't think of any other replica out there that was more than that as far as retail licensed replica. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Right, because not even like the Dom Post life size, right? Those weren't retail.
Those were not. Yeah, those were $27,000 to $3,000 back then.
The master replicas, the Millennium Falcon, and the bigger studio scales were a couple thousand at best. At retail. So again, I think it did. It elevated the hobby a little bit, as far as. But at the same time, it did cut off a lot of people from the hobby, which I think at this time, with obviously with 3D printers and stuff, I think a lot of people are going to be looking for alternatives. But I think I'm one of those people that I got FOMO, right? I got fear of missing out. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta get it now. Because after talking to all my buddies, all you guys that were getting it, I was like, I can't miss it. Now I have to have it, because I'm gonna kick myself if I don't. So I'm glad I did. And even though, obviously it was very expensive, I feel good. I feel good that I did it because, if I would have waited an extra couple minutes, I wouldn't have made it. So it's good.
Yeah. Don't you remember a couple weeks back? I even told all the guests on the show, I'm like, I remember you telling me, Gabe, you need to get that and I'll get the body slam and we'll do a show. I'm like, yeah, let me get the expensive one. But look what happened. It's crazy.
I know.
My wife, when I saw that it was sold out, I called Denise in there and she didn't really pay much attention, and I said, see, babe, look, it's sold out. I'm just trying to make myself out loud feel good that, she can think that it's okay that I spent the $4,800. And when I said that to her, she's like, wow. And she's looking at it and, they're displayed on that table. She's like, so you get the table and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, the table didn't come with it. That's extra, so
right.
That's expensive.
Yeah. So look, a lot of people are saying, they did jump on it. Pete mentioned the flex pay. I ended up doing the flex pay just because from my understanding, they're not released until early next year. Right. So I figured, I was like, well, why pay it all up front when I could just do a payment and, do it all like that. Pete's asking what changed my mind. 100% FOMO changed my mind, right? Fear of missing out. That's literally what happened, which I'm glad I did it. So we got we got George in the house. What's up, George?
Hey, George.
Let's see. David said, yeah. And again, I think it was one of those pieces. It is kind of an obscure kind of prop, right? I mean, it's not like a main prop. It's not one of those iconic props, right? I mean, the hollow chest set is, or the table, I think would be, but the creatures, I mean, I think for some people they may be, but for some they weren't, right? I think I fell into that bucket where I was like, well, I know the two main little creatures, but I don't know the rest, so I don't really care about the rest. But yeah, man. Let's see. And I think that's the thing about getting into this whole, because look, I think what Regal Robot's doing, it's they're creating a new category of collectibles, right? They're kind of more of the really museum style props, right, Michael? I mean, that's really the only way to describe them.
I agree. Yeah, I mean, and it's but it's not for everybody, and Greg, what he says, help me focus on the direction of my collection. This fits into what I'm focused on. That's pretty cool that he says that, because you fall in and out of different things, and I think it's important to be able to focus. It's hard to focus on so many. Gabe, you're really good at sticking to your guns, though. Honestly, when it comes to your collection, I mean, me, I'm all over the place. Like Joseph, he's all over the damn place. You're able to focus, and it's a lot easier. I tell you what, it's a lot easier than being all over. So,
and you know what it is? It's I know myself. And I know that I'm going to get kind of obsessive about having the whole collection of something or completing the whole collection. So in my mind, I have to kind of, make categories in my head saying, okay, for helmets, I'm only going to collect this. And once I complete it, it's done. For lightsabers, it's this. For blasters, it's this. So it just helps me kind of keep my crazy collector mind in check and my wallet in check, because
for sure.
For sure. So George said, there are some amazing releases. I saw that Ahsoka Tano, the premium format, right, George? That thing is beautiful. If I had space, and again, I'm a recent fan of Ahsoka Tano, right? I didn't care for her all that much, but recently when I watched the Clone Wars, and then obviously with the Mandalorian, she became one of my favorite characters in this whole thing. Just like her persona is just so badass. Like she's, and I don't know if you know much about her, Michael. If you,
I know just from the Mandalorian, honestly.
right. So the cool thing about Ahsoka that you don't really know until you watch the cartoons, right? The Clone Wars, is that she's actually Anakin's Padawan. So Anakin is training her, right? She kind of is she's tagging along and all that, and she essentially becomes kind of a little, she's really a strong character, and again, Anakin's her boss, right? Anakin's like, no, Ahsoka, don't do this. No, Ahsoka, don't do this.
I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah, and then in this one episode, she's charged with murdering some prisoner, and the whole Jedi people, the whole order turns against her, and they essentially have a whole trial with, I think the Emperor is the judge, and Anakin's trying to save her. So then at the end, she's found innocent, but then she's like, no, like, peace out. I'm leaving the Jedi Order because you guys turned your backs on me. So that alone, I was just like, man, that's such a cool story. You know what I mean?
That is cool. I love that.
Turned her back on the Jedi because they turned her back on her. And I was like,
yeah,
that's cool, man. I like her. So let me see. David said he bought the table in preparation for them.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Very cool. My plan is, I know there's a few of them out there, and we've been looking around, but I definitely want to have a table for it. You know what I mean? A legit table.
Left Coast Graphics says she's a quitter. No, man, she's So Michael, we got Greg here. The NYC is going to roll out with studio scales. So, or assume it's licensed. So, as far as I know, NYC is not a licensed company. They're not. They're making essentially custom pieces, but they're unlicensed. So, them getting into studio scale, I did hear that today. I think Michael could probably speak a little bit more to kind of what it takes. And again, we don't know anything about.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Somebody told me about that as well today. And I want everybody to know that, I just recently in the last 6 months learned about Michael and his company. And I think that his statues, I was talking to George about it the other day. I think his statues are badass, and it's actually frustrating. And I've pretty much, honestly, no offense or anything to Michael, but it's like, it's too hard to buy them. I have to it's a pain in the ass to buy, so I just kind of lost interest because I just can't get my hands on them. So, but the fact is that the details, I mean, they make Sideshow look like beginners, and Sideshow's licensed, and they, I don't want to, be tattletale because it's not my business, but the fact that, but when they start getting into other realms, I think they're going to be walking, unless they do plan on going with, license stuff. That's because, and I'm going to tell you why I say that. And again, I want everybody that's watching right now to know that I don't know any details except for somebody else told me that they might be getting into the studio. But we've got a license company called EFX that everybody knows about that's been trying to get into and they've done 1 or 2 studio pieces. And they weren't really lineage, like some of the ones that are out right now. But long story short is I don't know how that's going to go over, and where are they going to get the like what how are you going to get? I mean, to build something like this, you have to know. I mean, when these guys went in and took, I mean, they went and got the actual model, and they took every little picture, every paint scan. I mean, I'm telling you, these guys, Steve Neeson and his team of people that have collaborated together to build the Y wing, the A wing, and there's so many of them. You guys all know all these fantastic models that are out there, these studio models. But I mean, there's still to this day, Jason Eaton is it's coming out with still more detail, and you think when you can't get any more detail to the closest what you saw in the actual film. Look, Gabe, you and I won't ever know those details, but if you're going to go in and create and build something like this, I think it's going to open a lot of doors to something.
And who knows? Maybe they're partnering up with somebody, or maybe they're partnering up with some builder out there that knows some stuff. So who knows? So it's interesting. I mean, we'll definitely. I'm sure we're all going to be keeping a close eye and seeing what what they're going to be coming out with, because obviously, like if they're making decent stuff at a great price, like why not?
Dude,
right? Why not go
and that's the thing. It's just it's just I don't. It's crazy that the amount of workmanship that they come out with and what they're able to do. I mean, the fact that there's other companies. I don't want to be one of those
right.
guys. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the bottom line is the guy does unbelievable work, and he's super classy on the phone. I've talked to him one time, and let's see what he comes up with, man. I'm not against it, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely not. The more the better, right? For all of us.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. For the sake of a lot of the viewers and all the studio collectors, you know how I feel when it's cool when I'm able to throw out, and I think really opened the studio scale up to hundreds and hundreds of people. I get daily people looking into me and asking me questions about the studio that didn't know about studio. But what sucks about it is it's so hard to get it. It's the product. It's expensive, but being able to access and get the product. So if there's a company out there where you can actually access and get the product, that's badass.
I think Michael, it's because you, just like we've mentioned in every episode, you need to get on Facebook because they have a Facebook group where they do a lot of the pre-orders. Mm-hmm. So that's where you need to be if you want to get some of those, because that's where people start putting in their interest.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So check this out. So we got Metamorphic Customs that says that Merlin models. Have you ever heard of that?
I have not.
Hey, let me see if I could. Merlin, they're probably just on Facebook, maybe. Oh yeah, it looks. There's the partnership.
And there's a local guy who's going to say hello to is Vic. Vic, thanks for always being on our show, man. You're a cool dude, Vic. Thanks.
I know these guys. Okay, so I've seen the Merlin models. I think is the one. Yeah. So they made a metallic. Let me see if I could make this bigger somehow. Let me see. So they made an AT-AT that was no, I can't get it. Let me see. Was metallic. So the frame was all metal. Everything was metal. It looked pretty cool. I don't know how they're 3D printing the outer part of it, but it looks like a lot of 3D printing work. So who knows? I mean, who knows how they're going to do it? But I'm looking forward to it.
It'd be cool to see what they come up with.
Yeah, I'm hoping they come out with some good stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. Irish Jedi say he picked up the NYC. Which one?
It's the Emperor.
Oh, the Emperor one?
Yeah.
Oh, that Emperor looks real nice. Yeah.
I know they ran into, I guess something messed up. There was a computer glitch, and at like 11 o'clock at night, Saturday night, there was like 30 extra sales, and they had to tell them no go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
So, Michael, did you also hear about this bad boy right here? Let me see if I can add it on. So, Disney announced a retracting lightsaber.
Is that what that was?
Darkness. A balance.
Like, I have no idea. I mean, it's just a short commercial.
Darkness. A balance.
I saw that today, but I didn't I thought it was just a sneak peek.
Yeah, no, it's such a short video, and I haven't found any other videos. I don't know if anybody else has seen any other videos of it, and I don't know if it's going to be an actual product that they're making. I'm sure it's going to be. Oh, actually, hold on. It says right here. Let's see.
They're talking about the hotel.
Yeah, that the new sabers are still in the works by Walt Disney Engineering, Research and Development, but they'll be ready for guests to buy on that Star Cruiser on the hotel thing in
Oh, that's cool.
2022.
That'll be
So
fun. That'll be fun.
I mean, yeah, looking at it, obviously it doesn't look very accurate. It's definitely a lot thicker than a normal lightsaber and longer too. You could tell like the way she's holding it. She's like two-handed, which there's I mean, lightsabers are big, but like, you know, not like full two-hand big, you know. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty hefty in order to support whatever technology they're using.
Take it easy there. Okay, yeah, I get it, bud. Sorry about that. All right.
Yeah. So whatever technology they're using. So who knows? Who knows? I was on a quick little TikTok live with another account today called Props to History, and we were talking about that because he's into prop making and props, and he was kind of just guessing like what they would use because it doesn't look like it's plastic that's coming up. So he's like, maybe it's some type of like cloth or mesh or something that flips up and then lights up and then it comes back down. But then I made the point that I don't think it could be that because people are going to want to swing them. And if you swing them, it's just going to like flop over, right? Like one of those.
I'm sure they'll make it right though.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly,
with all the technology nowadays, BB-8, I'm still amazed with how that thing works, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Kyle says, what's up, guys? I want to thank you for getting me into the replica prop game. Just got commissioned Boba Fett helmet. Nice. Awesome, man. Yeah, no, the Boba Fett builders out there are crazy insane. Like they come up with some amazing stuff. That's like my jetpack is a commissioned jetpack. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, that lightsaber looks cool. I think it's going to be impressive. I don't think it's something. I mean, I'd probably just buy it if anything, just to kind of review it and look at it. But I don't think it would fit in my collection. Kind of anyway.
I think you're full of it. I think you'll buy it. You'll keep it.
So Irish Jedi says, "Do we know of a Dijaric table club?" There is. So there's actually a club on Facebook. So now I'll shoot you the link on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, and these guys are making incredible tables, life-size Dijaric tables, beautiful, beautiful. And a lot of them already have the casts made. A lot of them have the 3D files already ready made. So it's pretty amazing. Oh, okay. I got paint. My wife came in here because my wife does a little oh, she made it for me. So this is for me. So because of Bad Batch that came out. So she makes these custom pop sockets.
Tell me hello.
Oh, I will. So you put them on the back of your phone so it doesn't fall. But I got her a 3D printer either for Christmas or for some type of present. So she finally like figured out how to use it. So she's making 3D prints of stuff. It's pretty cool. So anyway, cool. If anybody's interested in, she makes these Millennium Falcon ones.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, and then I told her like, she was just selling them all clean and white. I was like, no. I can't have my wife selling these things not accurate. So then I showed her some weathering techniques and showed her how to weather it. And that's her top seller. That she sells so.
Well, let me tell you, like right a week ago before I got the iPhone, the 12 Pro. Yeah. My daughter had one, and she had one of those little things on the back of it like that. And I was asking her why, and now I know. I mean, I can't text without that damn phone falling out of my hand with one hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's very difficult to text and drive,
Juan is helping me out, giving me extra points with the wife. Yeah. So you could buy it. She has a little Etsy store called Oh Mickey, You're So Fine Crafts. So kind of like the song, Oh, Mickey, You're So Fine. You can buy them on there. She has a bunch of Disney ones. She does all these custom ones. Anyways.
That's cool. I'm going to have to check that out myself.
Got to plug her hobby.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, so today there was a lot of cool stuff. There was some stuff that I held back on just because of space-wise. Michael, there's this again, like I said, I'm really digging Ahsoka, and Acme Archives came out with this print. Let me see if I can find it. It might be sold out now, but let's see if I can find it. There we go. I might still pick it up right now. Ugh.
And who's that through? Is that through Sideshow or who's that through?
No, it's through Acme Archives. So they're the ones
okay.
that do most of the prints. This one.
Okay.
For some reason,
very
I
nice.
just really like how it looks like original, like art, right? It looks like art. I really like the way they did that. They used the Rosario Dawson version. But there's some really cool artwork that they did, like this Mandalorian piece.
I love Star Wars print. I love it. I love the realistic ones, the ones that have stories in them.
Yeah. No, and these are all the releases they did for the May the 4th.
Very, very cool.
Super cool.
Oh, look at that. Kind of like he's old. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you off. So I was going to tell you last week when you were, I think you were, I don't remember if you were coming back from Lucasfilm or what, but that weekend. But I had ordered the EFX melted Vader helmet, and I don't ever buy anything to resell. I don't buy something as an investment. I buy it because it's something that I want and I like, right, Gabe? Mm-hmm. But this was the one time that I thought, because I've got the prop shop melted Vader helmet, and you did this review, an awesome review on that, and I love the base. I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger, and as Joseph did, who also has the prop shop piece.
Right.
And Gabe was saying that in his video that he actually liked the prop shop. I mean, the EFX one a little bit better. And I was like, no, you don't know. Yeah, but however, that being said, everybody, I want you to know I was impressed, because when it showed up, first off, the base is badass. But when I set the helmets up, I set them up without my wife, but none of the bases were there. I just had both helmets, right? Yeah. And I was asking my wife to tell me which one that she liked best. And she was giving a really good little interview, but she's got very expensive taste, so she still did point out the prop. But I actually like the EFX one better. And the reason that I like it better is because of the details that's inside the skull of the helmet. You could see all the ash and everything, and it's just a really cool piece. Oh,
so
yeah.
These are I mean, obviously crooked because you sent the picture like this, but.
Yep. So looking at those, if everybody can just take a little quick gander and try to guess which one. So there's the one that's valued I've seen it at $15,000.
Yeah.
And the other one we just got recently, and it is unfortunately sold out now for like 1,800, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're looking at those two right there, try to find out which one is the more expensive one, or which one do you like better out of those two? I mean, really, if you can look at them for a minute. Oh, that's hilarious.
There. This is your wife going through them.
Yeah.
I like the inside that's melted in this one's hollow.
Gotcha. So again, you don't know which one's the EFX version or the prop
I don't.
version.
But if I had to pick which one I like better,
and again, you don't.
This one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. So you pick that one, and right now you have no idea which one's what, whether it's the EFX or the prop shop.
She's like, no.
Both had cool things that each other don't have.
She did a good job.
Yeah.
And why would you pick that one over this one?
Because you can see like more of the silver chrome stuff in there and back here.
And you like the detailing on that?
Mm-hmm.
This one doesn't have it? Or?
No, it's not as nice.
Yeah, it's 3D printed.
Yeah. But look at the inside. You see how the inside on the prop shop? Yeah.
And this one's hollow.
No.
Yeah. Well, my love.
There it is.
You always had the expensive taste.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
She's got the expensive taste, Michael.
She does, man. But anyways, so the reason I brought that up is, my deal was to keep it in a box and then sell it in the future. But I'm actually keeping it. I'm going to keep both of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know why, but it's a lot
Yeah.
of money in 2 helmets, that look the same,
I know. I know.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe something will come up. Maybe somebody out there is looking at it and says, "Hey, I've got a McQuarrie Vader helmet that I'll trade you," and I'd be like, "Okay,
There you go.
I want that
I
so
know.
bad. I want it
Yeah,
so bad."
I ended up keeping because I have a second one. I have the Master Eddie one right back
Yeah.
there.
Yep,
But
that one
so
I like. I like that one.
yeah, and I ended up keeping both of them. Just and again, just because the Master Eddie one, like he made that one kind of
Yeah,
personally for me. So I'm
Band-Aid.
like, there's no need to
That's
sell
right.
it, you know.
Yeah, that's right. That's
What
cool.
else? Oh, we got some other Michael news here.
Michael news.
Michael news. So your Star Destroyer made it safe and sound, right?
It did. It did. Yeah, and kit bashing has begun.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Look
show
at his car in the
Oh,
background.
hold on.
Look at his car. That's his car in the back
Yeah,
there. That thing
that
is huge, right?
huge. Now, Michael, is there in the movie? Is there an 8-foot model, or
Yes.
so there
Yeah.
is an 8-foot? So this
Yeah,
is
this is being scaled exactly from the replica, the original one made.
okay.
So yes,
So
it
there is.
was. Yeah.
Okay, and it's from Empire.
Empire Strikes Back.
Got it.
Yeah, I got some really good pics of it. It's pretty cool.
So
So yeah, so Mike's been getting all these cool models. It's cool because he's so knowledgeable about all the different model kits, from the 70s. Yeah,
So
look. Yeah,
here's
so here,
starting to kit bash it, right?
yep. Yeah, he got the magnet put on there where it sits on the cap on the top.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how he knows where to reference all those pieces. Mark,
That's crazy.
who we're going to have on the show in the near future, he did a fantastic job on scaling the body and all these pieces that you're seeing right here. This is the beginning of it. That's it. It's so cool when I get these updates of all the models. I think I sent a picture of you of some of the models just to kind of give an idea of
That's what I'm looking for right now.
what's involved in the kit bashing. It's crazy. It's crazy.
That
Hey,
one.
look at that. Look at that.
It's just
So
so many. It's just it's crazy.
Yeah.
And oh, that's you.
That's what I'm going for.
There you go. Yeah, no, this is cool. I can't wait to see it when it's all said and done. It's gonna be an awesome piece. And again, going back to it, you said there's probably only one out there in existence that at least in private collector's hand that you know of.
I don't know anybody, a private collector at all that has one.
Yeah. No.
No. I'm not
Oh.
saying it's not out there. I'm just saying, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought there was only 3 5-foot, including at Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah.
3, not that that's where it is, but 3 5-footers Falcons. But I found out that there's more than 3.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it's crazy with 3D printing. There's a lot of things that it's easier access, but what's cool about this one is, like we've talked in the past, 90% of it's going to be real kit bash. There's going to be a few pieces that are 3D printed, but it'll be really cool.
Right. Juan is asking about a timeline-ish.
So we're hoping. Mike lives on the East Coast, and so his goal, it's in his basement. So his goal is to have it ready by September. So
that's pretty quick. I mean, realistically, is he kind of just focusing on this for now?
Say it again.
Is he just kind of focusing on this for now?
Yeah. He's got a couple. He has a few commissions, but he's pretty full time on it.
Yeah. So remember, obviously I told you guys, and this is why we're partly why we're doing the show today. Obviously, besides May the 4th, but I was at Disneyland all weekend because in Anaheim they finally opened up Disneyland, and we're obviously with the family we're huge Disney fans, and we used to have the season passes until they got rid of them, so we had to go opening weekend. We were like, let's go, let's do this. So, and I took some cool videos, and I want to show you guys some of the cool hidden little gems that are in there.
That was so exciting when you started the show off, man. That was so cool.
Did everyone see that? I mean, I'm sure you guys could all go back. I'm gonna play it for you guys. So this is how it all started here. Let me show you.
I love it. You did a good job.
Hold on. Let me get it going.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us on Collection Wars today. Michael sent me on a very important errand. You guys know how Michael's been kind of getting larger and larger studio scale stuff for his house. So today he sent me on an errand to Anaheim to pick him up his life-size Millennium Falcon. And there it is, guys. I don't know if I'm going to get it home to you, Michael. It's probably going to have to go freight or something.
Freight.
We'll figure it out. And thanks for joining us today, guys. And I have a lot of cool pictures and a lot of videos to show you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks, guys.
So again, it's so impressive.
That's so cool.
When you get there, it's one of the craziest experiences to just walk through. And I'll show you guys kind of like the walkthrough. And there's different ways where you can go in, but this is one of the entrances. So you go through, and I'll kind of let you guys go through all the like old flags, and everything's all, you know, beat up and super Star Warsy, you know. And you walk through it, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you walk there, even the music changes, the whole like ambiance changes, and it really feels like you're in some other planet.
And that's awesome.
Okay, right there is where they sell the blue and green milk. So they sell these like ice cream. They have a life-size Kylo Ren ship.
Damn.
And this is just one side, right? So there's a whole, like, it goes in a circle, a whole loop.
Do they have stormtroopers walking around?
Oh, absolutely. They have characters walking around. They have Chewbacca walking around. Although right now with COVID and all that, they kind of keep the characters separate, like on a on a pedestal kind of deal. But see right there where the blue flag is. So that's the cantina. And I'm going to show you guys a cool little hidden gem. And then in every single one, see those cages? I have some video of those cages. Those cages, to me, is one of the coolest things because it has a bunch of Star Wars props. But like Star Wars props that only people like you and I would recognize. Like, you know, you'd be like, oh wait, that's the whatever snowtrooper's backpack. But see, look at this is when you walk up to the Falcon.
Wow.
And it's just so impressive. Like, it's insane.
That's unbelievable.
And that's where you go to the right. And off to the left right there.
I would love to have that thing, man. I'd live in it.
I'd love to have it. See? I knew it. I knew it.
So they have like music that makes you like you're in the environment, huh? Sounds, like ships flying by and stuff, or what?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, and every once in a while you'll hear like, like ships taking off, and like,
that's pretty
it's just
bad.
it's super cool. And then check this out. For people that ordered the Djarik set, I took a video of the inside of the Millennium Falcon.
Oh yeah.
So this is when you're waiting.
I'm coming. Sorry, guys.
This is when you're waiting to get onto the ride.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
It's pretty cool, right?
That's badass.
Um,
That's so cool. So the ride's in there.
yeah. So that's the Millennium Falcon ride.
Do you sit in the cockpit of the Falcon?
Yeah. That's where the whole ride is.
I bet the line would be forever.
It normally is, but right now because it's only open at 25% capacity,
Right,
it
right.
was literally, we walked right on, and it was just the greatest thing. Check this out, Michael. I want to show you. They have a life-size probe droid, just like yours, but
Really?
but in pieces. Wow, it's like it's just kind of hanging there, like in little. You see it on the wall?
Oh wow, look at that. Dang.
In a net.
That's
And that's the thing. What I like the just the whole theme of it. Like even the stores. So let me show you one of the stores. One of the stores is crazy in there. It has a bunch of cool props that, again, only like Star Wars fans are gonna recognize. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, I know what that is. Oh, I see the the Mandalorian helmet. I see, and especially the weapons. Is if you collected the vintage ones, you would recognize some of the weapons. Got an the Ewok headdress there. There's actually an Ark of the Covenant in there. You barely see it though.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like that.
What a great video.
A life-size Wampa.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right. Is that for sale?
Yeah, right. I wish. Look, they have the instruments for the Cantina Band instruments.
Oh yeah,
In the
yeah.
back, you see them? They have a Bosch helmet.
I saw that.
Look at
Am I next? Sorry.
I was in everyone's way. I was recording. I was like, sorry.
For
So
a show.
yeah, I know, right? This is the thing I wanted to show you. So do you recognize this, Mike? Like, so it's from, from the Well, I'll just show you, and then you tell me if you recognize it. You recognize that?
Oh yeah. Did the light work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now the light, I think the light was off then because the cantina was closed.
I saw the light go across it. I saw a real quick light go across.
Oh, check this out. I filmed this one for you too, Michael. Watch. Oops.
Or maybe
Here.
maybe Michael, you prefer this guy.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe even this guy? I don't know.
Man, I never knew they had the A-wing there. That's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. There's a lot of little hidden secret gems that, I mean, a lot of people really wouldn't, you wouldn't really recognize it unless you really knew Star Wars and then you kind of peeked in there. So watch, like I peek in there. Look. So what is that? The cloud,
yeah.
the cloud car, right?
Yeah, the best.
You got like the A-wing helmet, right? The B-wing helmet.
And that's all outdoors, right?
Yeah, that's just outdoors. I think it's probably coated with something, but
All right, everybody knows how much Troy is so off the ranch, right? This would be easy. Just kidding. Just kidding.
the what would you say?
I said everybody knows the story of Skywalker Ranch. That would be easy. I don't know where all our stuff's gone.
I know. Anyways, I took a bunch of pictures. I mean, a bunch of videos like that
Yeah.
where it just had a bunch of things behind cages. But definitely, if you guys get a chance to go sometime, either this one or the Florida one, it's literally Star Wars. Like you walk into Star Wars. It's just such a cool experience.
Wow.
Juan says it's a piece of cake for you, Mike.
I know, right? Then I got to get everybody something.
I know, right?
Hey, it'd be a great story. You know it would be. And you could be my attorney.
There you go. Be
Because
like,
it's in California.
he did not have the intent to steal that.
I did not.
He was just excited to be part of Star Wars that he blacked out.
I know, right? That's funny.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean that was my weekend pretty much, just doing that, and then just kind of waiting for May the 4th to see
Yeah.
what.
It's crazy how it's. Yeah. Also, the Hot Toys came out with some stuff at Sideshow. I picked up one of those today.
Oh, which
Those
one would you pick up?
the Blurg, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, you picked that up.
Yeah, I did. I didn't get the Mandalorian because I already have that one. I don't know if
Yeah.
there's a couple of things that are maybe a little different about it, but I got that. So
Let me see if I can pull that up. I think it was. Okay, so you just got the one by itself, right?
right. Yeah, it's like $310, and I had a crap ton of points where I basically didn't even really have to pay
Yeah.
for it. Yeah, look at that thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's huge too.
Yeah.
Looking at it.
If you remember a while back when we did that show with Joseph on there, he had
Yeah.
got that one from Japan or somewhere, and it's huge. It's a cool little piece, and he was like, "Damn, they came out with this," So
I like the base. The base just gives it even more height. Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. That thing's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. I mean, that thing. When you think of a 12-inch doll sitting on top of him,
Yeah.
it's pretty tall.
Now, Michael, are you planning to do like some type of Mandalorian setup or anything, like a diorama or anything?
So I don't know about the diorama for the Mandalorian, but I am going to do a diorama with the Sideshow Rancor.
Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna have him in the cave,
Yeah.
and I've got a real nice Hot Toys version of the Luke Jedi outfit. So
Yeah.
just bloody up with I'll do some pretty cool little things. The problem is you already know we talk about this every time. I don't want to bore everybody. It's the room. I just don't have the room. But I just love the dioramas. It's my favorite thing of everything.
Yeah.
Dioramas,
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. I know. What? How's the build going? I know you're doing another build too, right?
Yeah. So I've been getting crazy with Battlestar Galactica lately. When I went up to see my buddy Mark Elkins, I'm like, man, dude, it's like I just, I don't know how many people are from that era of Battlestar Galactica, the originals, from the 70s, but I love Battlestar Galactica, and
Yeah.
but yeah, I ordered over the weekend a life-size Cylon Centurion, so it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's going to take a little while to make, but yeah, so I'm building this the study, and then everything's coming along with the Barbie gallery.
Good.
Yeah, remember, I don't know
Did you
if
pick up that TV? Did you end up making it work?
dude, I don't know if it's going to fit, but
Oh no.
but I'm going to still do it if I have to chip the rock away. So
Yeah.
yeah, but it's
Pete's like expansion.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the wife is watching the show tonight. Yeah, but seriously, it's really cool. So the edition that we're doing, that it's over at the house actually. I'm gonna have all the vintage Battlestar Galactica, Indiana Jones, Raiders Lost Ark,
Nice.
$6 Million Man, Terminator, and just some specialty statues and stuff,
Oh man, I can't wait to see how that turns out.
Yeah, and I got a lot. I was very, inspired by, and I've told you already, but the way your helmets and whatnot are set up, in your showroom in there, and so I want to have something similar to that,
with the lights and all that.
Yeah.
No, it's especially for helmets, I think it really just makes the piece pop. Just really makes it stand out.
Yeah.
We got Lee up in here.
Hey, Lee. What's up, buddy?
Lee has been Michael's usually very kind of like, yeah, bro, like do what you want, man. Yeah, like he's supportive when it comes to my collecting. He's not very pushy when it comes to like, hey, you should get this, you should get that. He's like, whatever, get what you want. On the other hand, Lee over here, me and him have had some conversations, and because of Lee, I've spent so much money recently, not only just in Star Wars collectibles, but he also shamed me. He shamed me into buying home theater systems for all my televisions in the house, because I told him that I was watching movies with just the speakers that come with the TV. And he was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You don't have a sound system in there? Not even a sound bar? And I was like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
So he's like, Gabe, you need to go. He's like, trust me, you need to go and get something. And then he started sending me some like $1,000 sound bars. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me go to Best Buy. Let me go check it out. And then I ended up walking out with like a $1,700 sound bar because I was just like, once I started listening to them, I was just like, oh my God, now I have to have it.
It's a whole other different experience.
It is. It is. So now, yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, no, absolutely. It really did make a big difference. And then he'll text me every once in a while. He's like, hey man, what did you watch now? And I was like, I honestly haven't watched anything. Like I just bought the system. I set it up. It's there. But I wanted to do these like, because there's Philips makes this system where it connects to the TV and it recognizes the colors. So then it does like a backlight behind the TV, like a colorful light.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I was like, I want to do the full experience when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I'm not gonna sit and watch like a good movie until I get the lights set up in the background and all that.
Yeah, my son bought like 4 TVs and put them all together and did that backlighting thing in his house.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Here, Air Mech Analyst asking, is that a custom save van? Whose kit is that?
So the builder and that sculpted and did all the so Steve Neeson and Mike Salzo. The kit was not available, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The molds are destroyed.
Yeah.
And Irish Kelly's already signed off because I don't want him thinking I'm rubbing it in. Hey, I know this is all fun but I swear I want people to know that I'm very respectful about this piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is a grail piece that so many people would just love to have, and
it's beautiful.
But you never know. It might come back. I mean, you never know. So if it does, I'd be the first to let everybody know.
Jerry's World, he's acknowledging your fame. You became a TV star, Michael.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, thanks for hopping on.
Yeah, that was him, right, Michael? That was you.
Yeah, it was. Not.
Lee's asking if you have you ever watched Tron?
So the original Tron. Yes, I've seen both of them. But again, I go back to the '80s. I like that one, and I do like. I know Joseph has it. That damn, I can't remember if it was released through Sideshow but that Tron motorcycle was bad. Yeah, that thing's badass.
So that was another thing he shamed me on because I've never watched it. Lee was shaming me he's
right now.
He was dragging me through the dirt. He was like, wait, you haven't seen Tron Legacy? I was like, no, I've never seen Tron Legacy. And I was like, and you're gonna be really upset when I tell you this, Lee, and I'm gonna share it with the world, but I've never seen Blade Runner.
What?
I've never watched Blade Runner.
All right, guys. We got an assignment. Are you serious? Now you've not seen the original Blade Runner?
I've never watched him. No.
You know what Blade Runner does for me? Like it's kind of weird. Like when I don't know about all the guys out there. I know like Pete, he's going to be with me on this, but when I'm watching like Empire Strikes Back, my favorite part is when it's Luke and Yoda and they're on Dagobah and it's dark and it's just them. It's kind of warm, and even though it's mud and shit everywhere, I mean, but there's just something about that environment and you just feel like it's just you. Yeah. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because Blade Runner kind of does the same thing because it's dark, and you're gonna have to see it. So you got to see it. And by the way, I think that the girl on that is one of the most gorgeous, beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. That's a replica, but anyway, she that girl was beautiful. But yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic movie.
I gotta watch it. It's like Greg saying, "Stop the madness." I could keep going. I can
Yeah.
there's a couple franchises. Oh, Lee also shamed me because I've never watched the Alien franchise.
Dude.
You know what? I don't know. I can't. I have no.
Next thing you're going to tell me, but you have seen Star Trek. Then I'm going to fall off my chair.
I have it.
Just kidding, Joseph.
I'll put Star Trek in that same bucket because I haven't watched it.
Yeah.
So
put it on the very last thing.
Yeah, I know.
You got to see Blade Runner. That's a badass movie, man. That's
Look, now I'm getting shamed by everybody. Look at
yeah.
George. What?
Oh, for sure.
Juan. Mike has lost all respect for you.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No.
Wait. I wanted to watch it the right way with the right audio equipment, Lee. All right, come on.
Hey guys, I want you to know something. Everyone's been saying these cool things about Gabe and I and how we click really good together and people enjoy us, which is awesome. And I came up and I said, you know what? We're Starsky and Hutch, and I'm Starsky and you're Hutch. And he doesn't say
up. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. In the last 3 weeks, I've been saying, hey, what's up, Hutch? And he doesn't say much. I go, what, you don't like? I mean, they were a kick-ass little team. And he's like, this is tonight, by the way, right before we go live. He's like, because I don't want to offend him or something, thinking that he wishes he was Starsky, because Starsky, by the way, is way cooler. But anyway, so I said, you okay? He goes, honestly, I've never seen Starsky and Hutch. I'm like, what the hell, bro?
I'm just going along with it. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Whatever.
I'm cool with that. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I understand the reference. Obviously, I know pop culture, and I know, I know these references. I just never watched it. I don't know. I got it. Aliens. I really need to. And Blade Runner, and obviously, I guess Tron Legacy, according to Lee, are the 3 movies that are on my list. And I promise by next week, hopefully by next show, I will hopefully have watched at least 1 or 2 of those. So I'll give you guys a progress report.
Hey, and I'm going to throw Gabe out there. I don't care if he likes it or not. So check it out. Ask him if he likes Terminator. I'm sorry, not Terminator, Transformers. Because Transformers, I never really, we've never really talked a lot about it. But,
Yeah.
we got Joseph, who has a DeLorean from Back to the Future. And then my boy, you'd never know it, guys, what Gabe drives. Come on, dude. You got to show everybody what you drive. It's badass. Let's show him. I mean, this is really cool. Sorry, bro.
No, it's all right. Let me.
Now I got to find it.
I know that's the problem is finding.
Everybody knows the Bumblebee.
No. Let me see if I could. I might have to throw it up to the computer really quick. So yeah, so I drive a Bumblebee replica. Hold on.
Yeah, so Gabe, when we first met, we were talking cars because that's kind of my business, and we were talking about Camaros and how he had what year was that? That was a 1960.
I had a 69.
Yeah, that's
really right. It's crazy. Right out of high school.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. Those things bring so much money.
Oh, absolutely. And if I tell you guys the story on that, you guys will probably hunt me down with tiki torches and come hunt me down. So I bought that car for $4,000. It was beautiful. It's saying yellow with black stripes, 1969 Camaro, super sport. And I sold it for $10,000 a few years later. But even $10,000, it's crazy. It's so cheap. So these are the ones I probably should have grabbed better pictures of my car out there, but so I have a Bumblebee, and this is the Transformers edition. So this one from factory came with all the like Transformer stuff, and it has all the logos. The tires all have like the Transformers Autobots logos. The interior is all like, stitched with the Autobots thing. It's the SSRS. So this thing's a beast. I mean, it's super crazy. And the guy who
stick shift too, huh? That's cool.
oh yeah, absolutely. There's no way no way I would have bought that automatic.
That's cool. The gull-wing doors, badass. That's aftermarket.
Yeah, the door. So the guy that I bought it from was the original owner. He actually is the president of the Ferrari club up in north. It's like north of LA. So, anyways, I reached out to him. I paid cash for it because I was just like, I've been looking for one of these forever. He tells me the whole backstory of it, that he, when he bought it, he pre-ordered it in 2009, and he pretty much just bought all the trimmings, all of the, the packages that came with it. He told me there was only, I guess, and maybe it might be just in California. I don't know how it worked everywhere. But he said, I think there was only about 36 of them made that year, like out of the factory for the 2010 release. And this is one of them. And he ended up taking it out to Las Vegas to, I guess there's a race called the Silver Strand or something like that, Silver Strand Invitation or something. It's one of those rally races where you just go on at a top speed. And this car actually won first place at, I want to say like 169 miles per hour for however many hours. I don't know how long the thing was. So it was pretty cool. I got it with like really low mileage, but it's just one of those cars that it turns heads, especially like I'll go pick up my daughter. My daughter's in kindergarten right now. So, she's in elementary school. So I'll pull up in the car and it's like, it's rumbling. And it has a bunch of like transformer, like hidden things that you could tell. But yeah, like all the little kids are like, wow. And my daughter is so funny because she's in the back. She's like, oh my God, everybody's pointing at your car. And I'm like,
she gets embarrassed, right?
Transformer. Yeah. I mean, I was like, it was either that or me picking her up in a DeLorean and be like, because we were talking with Joseph, and Joseph has a DeLorean, but I said the only way I was going to get a DeLorean, because I was reaching out to him about probably purchasing a DeLorean. But I said, the only way I'd do it, I'd probably get like a rough one, like not a pristine one, and then actually convert it into like the Back to the Future style, right? With the back parts and like the thrusters and all that stuff.
That's pretty cool.
So imagine me picking up my kid with that.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when I was racing monster trucks, and it was career day, and there was people up there that were firemen and police officers. Well, I brought the monster truck up to the school, so it was really cool having that and showing all the kids and stuff on it. That was actually probably the best time I had with that monster truck was, career day with those. I love that.
No. What? Time to play the flute.
Oh, no.
So I think this was a little bit back when you guys were shaming me. So the flute of shame. Oh no.
Hey, that's a good thing,
The flute of shame. That's what we're gonna have to do if someone comments something, or if one of us does something. Be like, flute of shame. Go play it.
Joseph is our boy and love him dearly, but yeah, he was in the firing range, man. But he took it like a man, So he did. It was so much fun. I still watch that video, that part, and I just cracked the hell up, and it's funny.
Well, I think me and Juan just entered a new level into our relationship. Babe, funny enough, I actually get that mistake more often than you would think. People, instead of writing Gabe, they'll write Babe.
That's hilarious, right?
Do I have a AAA 1/6 figures? Of what? Of the Bumblebee? Or what? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not real sure on that one.
Oh, he corrected it. There he goes. Juan's like, Gabe.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, I get that mistake quite a bit.
I think Juan's like after an hour in, he's probably pretty liquored up.
Oh man,
But hey, you know what? Juan hasn't missed a show. Juan,
I know. I appreciate that one.
man, for sure.
You're a real one.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. Oh, I have. So there's Irish Jedi said, did you see SSC art piece by Thomas Kincaid? Let's look for it. It's on Sideshow.
You know what? If that was, I did. I actually did. Just trying to remember because I was looking at a lot of. There was so much today. That's why it really hit me on what today really stands for nowadays. It's really awesome.
I know it's. I mean, people release a bunch of stuff. Let me see. Do or do not find it.
All right, so guys, we will be working on.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
Those t-shirts. I promise.
Michael's gonna want this. Hold on, let me share the screen.
What are you trying to say?
You're gonna like this painting because you like Dagobah.
Wow.
Let me see.
That's
a cool print.
That's a beautiful print.
And it's Thomas Kincaid too.
Huh. Can you zoom in on that picture at all? Or is it too hard? Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't know how.
Wow. And that was on what? I haven't seen that. What site was that on?
It's on Sideshow Collectibles.
Wow.
And they have two different sizes. Looks like an 18 by 27, which is $240, limited edition to $195. And there is a 12 by 18 for $185. So
that's very cool. I've got a one on my wall that I really, really like. That's Luke and R2 and on Dagobah. And I love that era. I don't know. Let me turn the light on. I'm gonna see if I can show you real quick.
Look at Pete says, "Buy it now," in all caps. Thomas Kincaid.
So what's really cool about this, what I'm going to show you guys, is hang on. See Yoda back there?
Oh yeah.
What's really, really cool is I can't zoom in. I'll show it later, but the it blends in. It blends into the picture.
Yeah.
It's a really, really cool piece.
What's up with that picture of Mark Hamill? Is it like an autograph picture?
Yeah. So the guy who did those, man, I can't believe I can't think of his name right this second. He's huge at Celebration and Vandersleeth, I think his name is. I've actually talked to him several times, and
is it the one that puts up all the like the signed prints?
Yes.
Like, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's got some badass ones, and I have most of every one of them too. So, but yeah, it's really, really cool. That's a smaller one, but it was hard to tell in the picture I showed you. But when you're in here and you're staring at it, what's really cool, the background of that painting blends into the background of the wall that I put up there with Yoda. It's really, really cool.
Oh, look, Lee says it's Jerry
Vanderstelt. Yep, it's Vanderstelt. I'm not really if it's silent, but yeah. So thank you for that. So I've got the one that he's got. I think it's called A New Hope or something. It's with it's the only time I ever stood in line, and it was to get an autograph, which was with Mark Hamill, and I bought his poster art print, and then I went and had Mark Hamill sign it.
Nice.
Yeah. So it was really cool. Yep. Yeah, every year he comes out with a new one.
You also got something very, very special from a dear friend named Gabe.
I'll tell you what,
Gabe.
The littlest things in life. And if I wasn't promoting, I would be wearing it because I'm telling you, that shirt that you got me from Skywalker Ranch was awesome, dude. I appreciate it. That was really, really cool. Yeah, I actually wish you could, if I would have really truly known, I'd have had you like 3 3 of them or so 4 of them because I saw wear t-shirts. You know, I'm like tonight I'm dressed up. You know, and I only dress up like this because you know of all of our loyal watchers. You know.
I know you forced me to take off my brand new cool T-shirt that I was wearing.
Yeah.
Wear the That's
You
okay.
know, I was wondering where that smell was, right? You know, I don't want you to get mushy every once in a while, guys, but I want you guys to know how much each and every one of you mean to me and Gabe. I mean, it's so cool how we've just kind of kicked this show off, and now it's like it's really it's happy time in my life. Really is. I really enjoy all the collaboration and the talking Star Wars. It's just it's fun.
Like
I really enjoy it.
Juan says you're gonna have to add badass to the back of the Collection Wars T-shirts.
Yeah, right.
That kind of is your catchphrase, Mike. I noticed that. Badass. That's what we're gonna have to do. It's gonna have to be a quote and be like, yeah, that's badass. Michael Hawes. And then on mine, it's gonna say, hey guys. Hey guys, welcome, Gabe.
Oh man,
it's funny because that's my family jokes around with that because all of my like videos and my YouTube and all that, that's just usually how I would start out. I'm like, hey guys, welcome back, blah blah blah. So then even my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, she's like, hey guys, welcome back. I try to mimic what I do. It's hilarious.
Hey, we got to mimic each other like when we're getting ready to come onto the show. Like I'll do Gabe right now. Hey guys. That's some really cool stuff to go to do. Wait, no, I don't know what you do.
And I'll be Michael, guy. And look, I mean, I'm not one of those to talk bad, but that's badass, and and sometimes and whatnot, and and whatnot. Oh, look here, Pete. See, and whatnot.
Oh, I love you guys.
That's a Michael thing right there.
Good job, Gabe. Good job. you won that one.
Hey guys, you guys noticed that? Hey guys, I know that's how.
Hey guys, that's great.
Hey guys. And I'm like super like, hey guys, like super animated too, which is the funniest thing.
You did a great job.
That's how I should do. That's how I should start my jury trials once jury trials start back up.
You're like, who the
hey
hell
guys, welcome back. Today I got a very special criminal that I'm helping out here.
All right, dude. That's hilarious. So,
but yeah, everyone's cracking up on the comments there.
That's fine.
They're just like,
what the hell? Hey, so
it's those little mannerisms that we all have.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and you know what the weirdest one that I have, and I've noticed on my YouTube videos, is like I'll be talking, and I actually shouldn't even be mentioning this because then now you guys are gonna catch it every time I do it. I do this weird thing where I smack my lip really like snappy, like I go like, well, and this thing is really cool, and I like snap my mouth for some reason, and I started noticing because somebody commented on one of my videos. It was like, this video would be cool if he wasn't snapping his mouth so much or something like that, or like he wasn't making that snapping. And I was like, I do that, don't I? Huh? I don't know how to get rid of that. That's just, that's just what I do.
Like run into that guy. That's
I know. But you put yourself out there, and you're gonna find all the little quirks. No, and then the other bad thing is that English is not my first language. Spanish was actually my first language. So every once in a while, it just kind of slips out, and I say it with the weird little. The what?
You just did it.
I did. Did I? Yeah,
you just did it, dude. Just got
the good thing is like I could kind of cover it because I'm in California, so in California we tend to talk a little bit. I don't know, just kind of a little bit in that direction.
I'm gonna be getting you every time. Now I'm gonna be listening for it.
Yeah, no. So one of the funniest things was on one of my videos. So ever since I was little, I always say Han Solo. I don't say Han Solo because obviously as a little, Mexican kid, that like that drawn out, that's like a very English word, right? So it's Han Solo, but but I never said it like that. I said it Han Solo. So in my videos, I'm talking about it, and I'm like, and then I got my Han Solo and this and Han Solo and that. And people started commenting on there. They're like, it's not, you don't say Han Solo, you say Han Solo. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, it's not a big deal. But I started noticing more and more people started commenting. So I was just like, interesting. Like, I didn't know that was a thing. Like, I didn't realize I was saying it wrong. But then my wife sent me that video of watch. Let me see if I could. I'll show you guys. So my wife did the coolest thing, and I'm telling you, I give her a million props for this. Was probably the best, and I'm sure some of you guys have seen it. But let me give me 1 second. Let me look for it. And it's all worth. This is worth it, guys. This is worth the wait for me to to search for it. Hold on. So let me see. Okay. So check this out. Let me send it to my computer, and then I will show you guys. So again, going back to it, I say Han Solo, right? And I never knew where I got it from. I never understood or anything. But then she sent me this cool video. Let me open it up. Sorry, guys. Yeah, see? Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. There it is. All right. Here we go. Sorry, this is I didn't expect to show this, but here it is.
Oh, and you old pirate, so good to see you. A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, a Jedi was born to bring balance to the Force. We celebrate that day today and wish you, Gabe, the happiest 40th birthday in all of the galaxy. Time flies even faster than the Falcon during the Kessel Run. But remember, you can always round down. If you are ever feeling old, though, you're still looking much better than Jabba. And I might even be able to arrange some carbonite freezing as a special birthday present to you. Gabe, your daughters and your wife love you to the Death Star and back. Thanks for being such a dedicated Star Wars fan, for sharing your awesome collection with the world. And don't let anyone ever tell you that you say Han Solo incorrectly. Happy birthday, and may the Force be with you.
So
Wait a minute. Before you say another word, dude, Juan said it even before you aired that. Lando did the same thing. And then,
yeah,
bro, you have never showed me that before.
I didn't show you that?
Never, dude.
It was for my birthday this last month. Yeah. So my wife did this thing. So there's this website this application called Cameo, where a lot of people, a lot of celebrities go on there, and you pay them to do a special message, like a personalized message. But that message, when I saw it, and she surprised me with it, didn't expect it. And I mean, you knew about part of it, right? Because she contacted you, right, Michael, to do a short little.
Saw that.
Right. So she did this cool little clip with all like my family, my friends, my work friends, my Star Wars friends, like all the little communities that I'm in, just giving me like special messages. And at the end it was like, and a very special message from one of your other friends. And then it was this message, right? And that last part, I was just like, oh my God. Like the fact that he said the whole Han Solo thing was just like amazing, because that's exactly how Lando says it. And maybe that's how I got it when I was little. I don't know. But Lando says it like that. And in fact, my wife actually reminded me that in Solo, the newer movies, they actually joke about it, because he goes like, what's your name again? And he's like, Han Solo. He's like, it's Han. He's like, yeah, okay, like whatever. Like he like brushes him off like for correcting him. But
that was so freaking cool, dude.
I know, man.
Man, we never knew that, dude. That was yeah. So man, your wife did good, brother.
Yeah,
that's special right there.
No, that was.
I mean, he spent a good minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah. And it's, I mean, and it was a lot of personalizing. And I cut out because I posted it on social media. So he actually like said my wife's name and my kids' names, like every single one of my kids' names. So it was just, yeah, no, it was emotional when I was watching. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So yeah. So then
I thought I was going to be the big in the gallery. Happy birthday, Gabe. Was that it? Because I never saw it.
yeah, that was it. So you were in another little section.
You did good. That's funny.
I know, man.
About that.
I know. It's pretty cool. So now I'm justified in saying Han Solo. So I'm just gonna keep saying it, Han Solo. The other weird little quirky word that I say is the Emperor, and I'm almost nervous to say it right now because every time. So it's Emperor. I say Emperor Palpatine, but it's Emperor Palpatine, right? So here's my excuse for that. You never really hear his name in the original trilogy. When do you ever hear anyone say Palpatine? Never. There's not unless someone could kind of point to a scene in the original trilogy where they always just name him the Emperor, right? Or do they say Emperor Palpatine? But I don't think so. But I don't know. But anyways, I say Palpatine for some reason. I don't know why.
That's weird. I think I say Han Solo or Han Solo. I don't even know how I say it, to be honest with you. Now you got me all wondering how I say it.
See, but
all I can tell you about Han Solo is he's a traitor. He wanted to get killed off, but if I would have read the script of Force Awakens, I would have wanted to get killed off too. I'm just kidding. We're still alive, bro. I did not mean to say that. Just kidding. Yeah, I did. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
Funny.
I'm not.
That's funny. So wait, you're not a Solo fan? You're not.
I was.
Han Solo.
I was. He's unbelievable. One of the best actors of all time. But you know,
the character, in the movies.
And the older ones,
you're a Luke. I mean, because you're a Luke guy.
I am.
Right? I mean, I think it's
because of my childhood and me being. But I'm Luke Skywalker guy. Yeah.
It's kind of you're either a Han. There you go. You're either a Han Solo, person, or a Luke person. Kind of, So.
I think he did a badass job, and now I'm hearing myself say badass. I think he did a great job in Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah. Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely. My wife. That's another cool little story about our trip to Disneyland. So my daughter, every time we go to Disneyland, but every year, we take pictures of her getting measured for some of the rides, right? So the first one was Star Tours, and we have like the progression of her getting taller and taller until she could actually ride the ride. And she gets so excited. Well, we did that for Indiana Jones. And then this last weekend, she finally got to get on it. She was so excited. That's cool. You don't even understand. I got to share this picture because it was the cutest thing. So
they're just now going. I hear they're fixing to start production on Indiana Jones 5.
Are they?
Yep, part 5.
Wow, with Harrison Ford,
90 years old. I don't know. I mean, but that'll be really cool.
Check out this picture. Let me see if I can get it here. So because she got to finally write it, I bought her this cool little. Let me see if I can. I'm sorry, guys. It's hard to send stuff to my computer kind of mid show. There it is. So I bought her this cool little torch, and she was so excited because she got to walk us through the whole ride with her little torch.
Oh, that's cool.
And she was going through it, and she was just like helping us because she's never been on it. So she didn't know kind of what to expect in the line. So she had her little torch, and everybody that would walk by her, all the cast members were like, oh my God, that's an amazing little torch. She was so excited. I was excited for her just because it was our first time riding the Indiana Jones ride.
Do they still have it?
Yeah. It's still there, and it's awesome. Oh, look at Juan says, "I'm Juan Solo," or Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, man.
Well, awesome.
But yeah, man. So anything else? I know we've already been on here for almost 2 hours, but we
Well,
had a
one
lot.
thing that I want the guys that are always on board with us watching our show, I think we're trying to create, first off, we're Saturdays and we're trying to create, the right times and kind of feeling out what's working for schedules and, what might work out, because we've got so many people lined up to do interviews on whether it's a collection or somebody like when we did Don Post or whatnot. So, but anyways, we obviously every once in a while have to knock out these recorded shows, but hopefully in the near future we might look at doing a show during the week.
Yeah.
And me and Gabe have been trying to figure all that out, what's good for the show and for our viewers, obviously.
Yeah, and that's the one thing too, because I saw a comment on there about people being on the East Coast, and I think that's why we picked Saturday, because sometimes we could be flexible and kind of scoot it over, and if we started at 7, it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. I think it's still a decent time, and I get it on a Tuesday. It's obviously getting a little bit later, but
Right.
but yeah, I mean, if you guys think 7 o'clock still works fine, then maybe we'll keep, or 7 o'clock my time, I guess 10 o'clock Eastern time, if that works, But
yeah, we enjoy. We definitely want to comment. We want to know.
yeah, you just reminded me, and I feel kind of bad right now, but he Don Post actually texted me earlier today, "May the 4th be with you."
Yeah, he did me.
Yeah, but so I was in the middle of work when I was doing that, so I forgot to text him. So I just texted him back a funny.
Yeah,
little
yeah. He sent me he's such a good dude. And I told him when he said that. Yeah, let's see here.
The Popeye joke.
No, not the pop. I know. And by the way, I'm sorry that was like kind of over the head, but I asked him when he plans on sending me my Boba Fett, and he said, "Haha, yeah, right." I'm like, "What the hell, man?" Like,
That's hilarious.
Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
Pete? Jeez.
Vic says, I'm assuming it's my card. No, I don't. It doesn't make a transformer sound, although it should. I don't know why it doesn't. I mean, it makes sense.
You can make that happen.
Yeah. Whenever I honk my horn, it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
Hey. You going, Nate? Okay, that's okay. My daughter's like, "I'm gonna put ice in my cup. It's gonna make noise." Like, you're fine.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I think it's exciting. Everything that's going on in the world of collecting right now. Star Wars, and so many other things. But I'll tell you, it's crazy how right now buying things is just so freaking expensive in the collecting world. If you go to eBay and you want to buy something, you just know that every once in a while those little deals are few and far between. You're paying full whammer,
And then you got all these flippers that are out there, flipping stuff, like taking advantage of collectors. It's just it's a bummer when that happens, but it's it's a thing that happens, I think, in all collecting worlds, right?
Yeah, I mean, the Indiana Jones. I've just got a couple little things that I still needed for my collection, for my vintage collection of the India, and I'm trying to buy the convoy truck.
Yeah,
and there's a guy that has it. I've got it. I'm going to probably accept his offer in a little bit, but they're $600, $1,100 for the little truck. You know what I mean? And I don't care about the box because I'm going to display it in a really cool little deal. But man, and the girl, she's like $1,200. You know, it's crazy.
Oh, you know what I already knew, because obviously with your conversation and with like Chris and Jeff and everyone that's been talking about vintage figures, inspired me to start getting some of my old ones, like just the ones that I had on my wall as a kid. I was shocked to see how expensive those things are these days. Yeah. So I came across just a card back with the bubble still on it, but like open, right? And it had the coin for the R2D2 with the pop-up lightsaber. And it was like $150. So I was like, all right, whatever, I'll buy it. And I'll just buy the R2D2, loose, and then I'll just put it in there. That way I could still take it out and, handle them and stuff. But then loose, they're still running for like $800, $1,000. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Did it have the green or the blue? Was it the green one?
I had the green one. Yeah.
Yeah. That one's expensive.
Oh, wait. So the blue, there's one with the blue.
Yeah. So the Empire, there's a one that was earlier, and it's
with the radar, right? With the little scope. Yeah. No. I want the pop-up lightsaber. Like that.
Yeah. I should have known you mentioned the coin. So.
Yeah. I was just in shock how expensive those things are going. And that's why, like, now going back and thinking about those shows that we did, I'm just like, there's just no way I would be able to get into that hobby now, because knowing me, I'm going to want, like, at least the is it 93, right? The original 90. Yeah. I'm going to want at least 93.
No, you're talking about the one that you're trying to get? What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about, like, if I was going to start like I wanted to get a whole set of vintage, like of all the vintage, and I was trying to get 93,
84, 85.
Is it 84, 85?
Yeah.
But that including the Power of the Force, or no?
Yes.
Okay. So, but even that, if they're running at $600, $500, $1,000, for a decent one, I mean, right there, right off the bat, that's $50,000, right? At least that I'm gonna drop on the figures, So it's just crazy. It's crazy how prices are just skyrocketing in everything Star Wars, everything. So that was a big motivation too for jumping on the chess pieces and on some of this Regal robot stuff, just because knowing the way the market is going right now with all this stuff, it's going to be hard to get things closer to retail, as they go along. So yeah, I mean, May the 4th is a great day to stock up.
Yeah.
Whatever you can, because everything keeps on going up.
Yeah. No telling what is in store. There's some pretty neat things, I think, heading in the future for Regal on some of the things that he's definitely, Tom's really stepped it up, hasn't he? So.
Yeah. And I'm glad, because we needed that. We needed some license or licensor, somebody with the license to kind of step up and fill in that gap that some of the other license holders are leaving open.
So Gabe, you might, this guy David, he's asked a couple of times. I'm not sure. I know I can get a hold of him.
Yeah, I think. For Jeff's Facebook, I don't know. I don't follow him on Facebook, but I'm sure if you just type in Jeff Jacobs Star Wars collection or something, I'm sure it'll pop up. Yeah. Try that. Oh, Greg says that's why he pulled the trigger too. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about the Rancor, right? So like the Rancor retail was $3,000, and people started flipping them for $6,000, $5,000, $4,000. So I mean, right off the bat, and that came out what, 2 months ago? Right? Like, and they're already flipping them for $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 more. It's crazy.
I think that
Juan is just getting too comfortable now. Babe, what's your Facebook page?
And I say with Tom, one of the things he's such a down to earth person. I think is one of the reasons that he's it's a big contribution to his success. Of course, he does badass stuff, but I mean, the thing is though, he's he's getting away with these price points because you can count on it. But yeah, now it's going to get to the point to where everyone's going to be on standby on when it's time to order, right? I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Oh,
it's
absolutely. Now that those sold out within 30 minutes, absolutely, everyone's going to be like counting down the clock.
yeah,
In fact, that's how I was even this morning.
yeah, yeah.
So kind of crazy times, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. It's better. It's better than not having stuff come out. So
Yeah, for
because there
sure.
was a big gap in that prop replica world. So
I remember, and I think a lot of us did this, or some maybe still do, but I remember like going to every Walmart and going to every toy store. Like when I was little, I'd go to Montgomery Ward's, J.C. Penney's, Toy Box, Toys R Us, Fun City Toys, all in one day to look for these toys. And now everything's eBay, or it's just things. And or now, of course, it's Walmart or Target, and it sucks. You go in there and you see like 3 or 4 toys there,
the
and
same ones.
yeah, and I'm just completely out of that stuff now, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's just hard. It was hard for me to keep up with figures and all of those. So I just abandoned that whole thing.
Yeah.
There's just too many, and I know myself again. I want to collect them all, kind of deal. So
I need to see. That's my problem. Is I want to collect all of the Battlestar Galactica and the Raiders of the Lost Ark and the $6 Million Man. I'm almost, by the way, finished with my $6 Million Man collection. There's one piece, and it's like $2,000 for this little toy that I've never even saw before, but it's a real hard piece to get, and it's just hard to pull the trigger on, when all this other crap's coming out right now, and this Star Destroyer is setting things back just a little bit.
And can we talk about before, because I know it's getting late, and it's getting late for you, but can we talk about that Barbie, please? So talking about like price inflation and prices going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell our viewers kind of what's up with that?
So we're building a really nice Barbie. I mean, you've seen the gallery. I've got to do the same. I'm doing this for my wife. I want to do this. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. So we've got this beautiful gallery going. But the one thing that my wife does not have yet is the vintage #1, which is a 1959. It was made in 1958, and a Barbie #2, which is actually harder to get sometimes than even the #1. Just the stands alone sell for $1,000. A little teeny wire stand. Anyways, we were at a Barbie show and met this lady, and I told her that we were looking for a #1. So she reached out to me last week and said, "Hey, Michael, you're not going to believe this. There's a #1 on the Goodwill auction, and it's $1,100." And I'm like, "You're kidding me." I'm like, "Should I tell Denise or not tell her?" But I couldn't wait. So when she got home, I said, "Babe, I'm going to bid on this Barbie. It's 1,100, so maybe we can get it for $2,000." Well, there were still 5 days to go in the auction. So I guess the word got out, and let me let you guys know that it was a naked Barbie, didn't have the bathing suit, the glasses, and the earrings, and the shoe in the stand, and it's just the body. But she was really, really clean. And then the bid went up to $2,000, and then the bid went up to $3,000. And you can get a really nice in a box Barbie, and this is where you used to be able to a couple months back, $6,000 to $10,000 for a really good complete Barbie #1 vintage. This nude body Barbie, 3 hours before it ended, was at $12,000, and it went for $12,501. Look at that. Yeah, so that just goes. I mean, that I know I always hate even referring to COVID because it's just I hate talking about it. But bottom line is people are spending money online. They are spending money out of control, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm just glad that there's people are still building cool stuff. Like Tom, and I'm glad to see Hot Toys is still moving forward and coming out with the things that they're coming out with, and so.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's the thing, right? I think people realize, and you know what? Funny that you mentioned that the whole, the whole COVID thing. maybe not even referring to as COVID, but maybe the whole like 2020, being at home. I think a lot of people kind of went back to their, found themselves again, right? They kind of went back to like what they really were passionate about. And I think that happened in multiple levels, not only just for work. A lot of people started kind of realigning themselves like, well, what should I do for work? I'm not really happy. I realize I'm, but also for what they're passionate about. And I think a lot of people started rebuilding or modifying their homes. They started going back and finding old movies that they liked. Old collections, like old toys and all that, like Pete, finding the old toys, in his parents' attic, and I think a lot of people did that through 2020. And I think it increased everything, all franchises, all collectibles, just kind of, I saw a big increase because even some of the smaller toys that I had been essentially just searching for on eBay. And again, these are I'm talking about little $20 toys, $30, like little loose vintage toys. I started noticing that now a little $20 one was $59.99, $79.99. So I think it's either that people are trying to make money because, they realize they can make money off of it, right? Because of COVID, maybe they lost their job, or it's the fact that there is such a higher demand because people are going back to their collections. So
I've been doing it a lot with Battlestar Galactica lately. It's going crazy.
I know, man.
Expensive.
That's how I am with my favorite movie, Blade Runner.
Hey,
I'm gonna promise.
But next week when we talk, Saturday, we are going to talk about Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. It's going to be a Blade Runner exclusive.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a good movie. It's, I think the kids nowadays that would watch it would fall asleep. They wouldn't care, but that's why I feel sorry for today's generation. I'm just hanging on to what I've got, man, and what happens afterwards, there's nothing I can do to change it.
So funny enough that you mentioned that because before we started the show, me and Mike were texting back and forth, and I said, "Hey, Mike, you know what I think our viewers would like to hear about? They would like to hear about the Bad Batch, right? Because I think that's like a big Star Wars thing and all that." I was like, I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I was like, you should watch it, and maybe we could talk about it or criticize it or whatever. Because I think a lot of people have watched it. And then right before the show, I'm like, "Hey, Michael, did you watch Bad Batch?" He's like, "No, man, I didn't." And I was like, "Yeah, me either, man." It's like I totally missed out on that. But I have a good excuse. I started watching it, but we had an internet outage here locally, so
I have a way better excuse. This showed up FedEx.
That's a much better excuse.
Sorry.
No, it is. The fandom. I think the Star Wars fandom is changing. The landscape's changing because I think a lot of the prequel fans, right? A lot of the younger kids that were, again, they're like 10 years old, 12 years old when the prequels came out. And that's what they grew up on. That's what the ones are playing. Now they're in a situation, they're in their 30s where they're able to buy collectibles and they're starting to make, some money where they're able to get into higher end collectibles. So I think just the whole landscape's going to change because they're going to be looking for newer stuff, prequel, sequel stuff. But then ultimately they're going to start discovering the original trilogy and saying, "Oh my God, I got to get this and I got to get that." And then, us, I don't want to say us old guys, because I'm definitely not old. And neither are you. So, but all us old guys are going to have all this amazing stuff that we're going to be able to be like, sorry, millennials, you're going to pay 20 grand for, I just turned into a flipper. I'm going to flip this for 20 grand. That Rancor, 20 grand.
Flipper.
No, I wouldn't do that.
My suit for my Vader, my life-size Empire version Vader, I'm waiting still for the crotch pad and the gloves and the suit. Everything else is ready to go, man. I can't wait to complete him. And I still need a saber, Gabe.
Yeah. I sent you a couple links, man. I sent
And
you.
the guy never responded. I don't know what happened there.
Oh,
There's nothing worse. Hey, when it comes to eBay and
Mhm.
somebody has a price and or best offer,
yeah.
and then you put you give them an offer, and I'm very real. I don't
Right.
do things. If I ever lowball, it's because I really don't want it. But honestly, though, when they don't respond, pisses me off. It's like, why do you even put a or best offer if you're not even gonna?
Reject it, right?
Yeah, you declined. It's like, why do you even have that on there?
Right.
But anyways, so
Right. But yeah, guys, it's the 2-hour mark. Michael, do you have any final thoughts? Anything?
no, man. I can't wait till we have a next like Star Wars celebration where we can meet up, group everybody together. Every time I feel like we're getting closer and closer to all the guys that are watching, and
Yeah.
I really have fun. I hope that you guys enjoy the content, and we got some really, really cool stuff coming up, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Not asking questions.
Yeah, and we're definitely gonna have to. And me and Michael will talk about it and see how we could arrange it. But we should definitely do some type of group like show where we could invite a lot of our die hard, the ones that are here every day, at least one show to kind of join and talk with us and all be on the same screen and have fun.
Yeah. I've there's some friends of ours. I'm not going to name names. That by the way, I'm going to be on George's show on Friday. But we've talked about when you have so many people on the show
Mhm.
that it's hard to get a word in because you got there's different personalities, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, but I would love that. It would be probably a pretty long show.
Yeah.
We'd have to start it a little earlier.
Cool.
But now it's really cool. All of our faithfuls, man, and we really appreciate you guys for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. I know it's a Tuesday. A lot of us have to go to work tomorrow, so appreciate you hanging out with us. And we have a good show coming up right this Saturday. We're gonna stick to schedule.
Yep. We're doing a recording tomorrow night, actually.
Yeah. So that should be a fun episode. So make sure you look out for that.
Yep.
Other than that, may the 4th be with you guys.
Yeah. May the 4th be with all of you.
And
Definitely.
Tomorrow, Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the 5th. My bad.
Good night, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Take care.
Good night, everybody.